Hello everyone, thank you for watching this video with myself, Joanna Storer, and Elle Winslow, who runs Winslow Skincare. We are going to be using some of the Jane Iredale products that Winslow Skincare are now stocking, very exciting, and we're going to be applying them and showing you how to apply them so that you can get that flawless base.
So we're going to start with our primers first off. So here we've got two different types of primers. We've got our Smooth Affair primer, which is for oily skin, and then we've also got a Smooth Affair for slightly drier skin as well. So Joanna's going to be using the drier skin today, and I'm going to be using the oily one. So you really don't need that much in your primer. So I'm just going to be using about that much sort of thing. That's how much I'm using. Perfect. Warm it between your fingers, and then you just spread it over your cheeks, bottom of your chin, and then your forehead, and then you can take it over your eyelids as well, and then it acts as a primer for your eyelids as well. And you just want to be using a very light pressure just to sort of massage that into the skin. So for my oily one that I'm using, that's just going to be mattifying and just really helping to sort of smooth excess oil production. And then Joanna's one is going to be helping to really give her that hydrating sort of glowy finish. So
Smells amazing.
Yes, they are very sort of orangey type smells, so they are really nice. What we've got now is we've got our mist. So I've got the Balance Mist here today. Joanna's got the Pommy Mist, which smells a lot nicer. So we've got a pomegranate spell going on there. So the way that these work is these can be your toners, they can be used after you cleanse, before you cleanse, they can use when you put your makeup on. So at any point you can use these throughout the day, but we're going to use them to actually act as another sort of primer for our makeup. So we're just going to spritz those. So it's just 1, 2, 3 spritzes. So okay, getting lots of mist there. So now that we've done our primers, we've done our spritzing, we're now going to do our concealers. So here we've actually got our Circle and Delete concealer. So this one has got half dark shade, half light shade. So the idea is that your darker shades is going to be more the actual colour of your under eye dark circles, so that conceals that a bit more. And then your lighter shades for Joanna's skin is going to be matching the actual skin a little bit more. So I'm going to take a little bit from this side. Do you want to take a little bit from this side? And then we're just going to be just popping it on areas of blemishes and then just blending it into the skin just with our fingers. So it just really gives you that sort of smoother base to put your foundation on over the top. So with our concealer that we've got here today, we've actually got green tea in this one. So that's actually going to be really helping to target the breakouts themselves, as well as really have that sort of concealing effect. So all the Jane Iredale makeup is actually a treatment as well as being a makeup, so you get that sort of dual protection from the products. We try and work on the assumption that your makeup is going to be on your skin most of the time, so you really want it to be a good protection from your actual skin concerns as well.
And does it have SPF in it as well?
So the concealer itself doesn't have SPF, but all of our foundations do, and they're actually recommended by the Skin Cancer Charity as well. So they have got an SPF that's going to help protect against skin cancer, etc., and things like that as well. So we're going to do our powders. So we start off with our powder here. So I've got the latte shade today, and
I am in Bisque.
Yeah, this is a little bit different to how we would normally apply powders. Normally you'd get it, you'd buff it into the skin, and then you'd get that fuller coverage. And if you wanted a fuller coverage, you'd just go in again, double dip, and put more powder onto the skin. What we're going to do is a little bit different. We're not actually going to buff this powder into the skin at all. So the way that this works is we swirl it round, pick up that powder, and then we are actually just going to drag it down on the skin. So we're just dragging it down with the direction of hair growth. So the way that this works is the reason that we're going down on the skin and we're not actually buffing it into the skin is that by going down like this, we're going with the direction of hair growth, so we're not going to push product into the pores by sort of pushing against it. So we don't get that congestion, we don't get that build up. But then we're also going to be getting a really good smooth sort of coverage because we're not pushing up those hairs, not pushing up that sort of fluffiness that we might get on the face. So in both instances, we're getting a really nice finish to the skin. And just using a nice light pressure as well. We don't want to be overloading the skin. How's yours feeling?
It's really nice, very lightweight.
Yeah.
And I never thought about the follicles, and that never really occurred to me when because I would always normally go in circular motions when I'm putting foundation on, but yeah, that makes sense. It is kind of messing with your skin follicles.
Yeah, just going against what's natural, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And the difference between Jane Iredale and other sort of mineral makeups, if you like, is that Jane Iredale minerals are actually milled 6 times rather than just the standard 3. So all your other brands are just going to mill their mineral about 3 times, which makes it quite heavy. It makes it quite a sort of grainy sort of consistency.
I suppose, can you feel it more?
You can feel the actual mineral more. Whereas the Jane Iredale, even though I just go like that and just pop it, it's quite thin.
Yeah.
It's really quite thin, the actual mineral itself.
Yeah.
So it's very light, so it doesn't feel like you've got a lot on your skin, sort of thing.
It doesn't feel like I'm even wearing anything, but I can see the difference in the coverage on my skin.
Yeah,
already,
it's like your own skin, but just better sort of thing. It just looks healthy.
Yeah, no, it's really nice.
So that, believe it or not, is only stage 1. So we're now going to go to stage 2. So what we do now is we take our spray that we sprayed a second ago as a primer, and we're just going to spray it on again, so just the cheeks and the forehead. And then while the skin's still wet to the touch, we're going to go back in with our powder and just again dragging it down. And the way that these setting sprays work is they're actually going to change the colour of the foundation at this point. So it really starts to match to your skin tone. And that's what's so amazing about the actual sprays themselves, is they really do make the product. They make it so much sort of better, if you like. It really lasts. It's a little bit like, if you can imagine having sort of fish scales. What you do when you're just putting the loose powder on, or the compact powder, you've got those fish scales on, they're going to stay on till about sort of 12 o'clock lunchtime, and then after that you're going to start to see, like you normally do, your makeup starts to fall down the face.
Yeah.
When you do that setting spray, it's going to last a lot longer because you've effectively glued those fish scales back together again. So you really get that long-lasting finish. How's your skin feeling after that?
It honestly really does feel like I'm wearing a really, really lightweight moisturiser or something like that. But the thing is, I've caked on powder, but it doesn't feel, my skin doesn't feel like I've just put
a load of makeup,
a lot of powder on, whereas normally my skin would feel very dry because I have drier skin. But I think with all the other steps as well, and the fact that this is so finely milled and is a very soft powder in the first place, it really has made that difference.
Yeah. And I find as well, because my skin's a bit oilier, I tend to see that sort of oily shine in my nose and my T-zone area by about sort of 12 o'clock lunchtime. By putting that little bit more powder on and by using the sprays, it really does make a difference in terms of I don't see that oily shine coming through sort of thing as much, or as much as I normally do. So now, just to finish, we just use our sprays, and again, this is just setting the makeup now. So this acts as a primer, we use it during the makeup, and then we can also use it to set the makeup as well. So just 3 more spritzes. And there we go. That's our foundation makeup all done.
Thank you, Elle.
My pleasure.
Hope that you enjoyed this video, and maybe we'll see you in another one soon.
Bye.
Bye.